fans. Welcome tonight as our Muncie Burris Owls take on University High School Trailblazers. This will be a varsity match only tonight. University is a conference opponent. Burris is coming off a victory last night against Anderson Prep Academy in 3 sets. Oh, getting ready to do the Pledge of Allegiance. The Owls are now 8-2 in the season, 2-0 in the conference. Go over some quick team stats. As far as hitting, team is led by Michael Ivey with 126 kills. She's actually first in 3A in hitting percentage and 12th in 3A with the total number of kills. She's followed by Annie Elvin with 76 and Mia Morris with 46. For serving goes, freshman Helen Beach leads the team with 20 aces, followed by Michael Ivey with 16, Laura Nagel with 15, and Khalees Garrett with 11. Blocking, shared responsibility. Michael Ivey just nudged out Mia Morrison as they will both have 14 and 13 total blocks on the season, respectively. As far as defensive, Diggs, Laura Nagel leads the team with 106, Helen Beach with 53, Troy McGrew with 52, and Katie Scott rapidly running up the ranks with 40 for the season. And the team is led by senior Troy McGrew in assists with 270 on the season, and that is good enough for 10th in 3A. Give us an opportunity to thank all our sponsors here real quick. Star Insurance, O'Neill & Associates, Savage's Ale House, Meeks Mortuary, Fred and Diana Palmer with State Farm Insurance, Rod Cross with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Moe's Southwest Grill, Barry Winkle Frozen Yogurt, Central Indiana Orthopedics, Mahdi Grill, Texas Roadhouse, Prime Trust Financial Federal Credit Union, Once Upon a Child, Creek Run Environmental Engineering, Wendy Meyer with LuLaRoe, Doug Meyer with State Farm Insurance, and, of course, the Dodge Report, sponsored by Gaddis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And with that, it looks like we have a starting lineup of Garrett, Ivy, Carmichael, McGrew, Nagel, and Beach. Owls will be serving first. Helen Beach. Trailblazers set it up for a middle attack. And the Trailblazers score first, leading 1-0. Beach to McGrew to Ivy into the block. Nagel sends it right back over. Back row attack. Beach handles it. Setting up Carmichael. And that's the kill. Point for the Owls. We're tied now at 1 point apiece. Senior Chloe Scarrett back to serve. There's middle attack. Beach to McGrew. Carmichael sends it over to the back row. Back row attack from the Trailblazers. Pancake by Garrett. And Ivy sends it over for a kill to add to her season total of 126. Serve. And point for the Owls. Back row attack again. Nagel handles this to McGrew. Carmichael into the block. She's there to cover. McGrew sets up Carmichael again, and she sends it down the line. And it goes out. Point for the Trailblazers. Owls leading 3-2. Soren Ruffensberg back to serve. Nagel to McGrew. The slide from Ivy. Off the Trailblazers defender for the kill. Nagel serve. There's an ace to add to her season total of 15. Owls leading 5-2 in this first set. Set, middle attack. And it goes long. Point to the Owls. Nagel continuing to serve. Short serve. And ping pong by many Trailblazers. That gives one too many hits. Point to the Owls. Now leading 6-5 in this first set. Ace for Nagel. Point. Owls now lead 8-2. Attack. Dug up by Beach to McGrew. And that's a side out for the Trailblazers. Owls leading 8-3 in this first set.
Thank you.
Garrett handles the serve to Alvin. McGrew sends it over in a free ball. There's a set over. McGrew to Ivy. Dug up. Set over. Garrett's there again. McGrew sends it to the back line, and it's point for the Owls. Mia Morrison entering the lineup for the Owls. Michael Ivy back to serve. Back row attack goes long to Ivy. There's McGrew. Back row attack from Ivy. It goes wide. That gives the point to the Trailblazers. Katie Scott enters the lineup for the Owls. Olivia Hakes back to serve for the Trailblazers. And that goes out and gives the point to the Owls. Leading 10-4. McGrew back to serve. And there's a point for the Owls. tipped over. McGrew's there. Nagel sets it to Elvin. And the Trailblazers can't get it over. That's a point for the Owls, leading 12-4. McGrew serve. There's an ace for McGrew. And with that, the Trailblazers will take a timeout as the Owls lead 13-4 in this first set. Give an opportunity to thank our sponsors. Doug Meyer with State Farm Insurance. Being a good neighbor is about more than being there when things go completely wrong. It's for all of life's moments. Contact Doug for all your auto, home, property, and life insurance needs. Find him at dougismyagent.com. O'Neill and Associates. Gain from a unique, individualized custom plan using an independent perspective from O'Neill and Associates. Find them at West Fox Ridge Lane in Muncie. Berrywinkle Frozen Yogurt. Berrywinkle is the best place for dessert on South Tillotson with 14 different flavors of frozen yogurt and more than 50 toppings. As always, you can follow all of the scores, events, and news about Burris Athletics on Twitter at Burris Athletics 1. That's at Burris Athletics 1. And you can always provide me with in-broadcast comments and questions at Owls TV1 on Twitter. That's Owls TV1 on Twitter. Owls are leading 13-4. McGrew serves it over. Sets up a back row attack from the Blazers. McGrew. Garrett sets up Elvin. She tips it into the block. And Morrison sends it over. McGrew back to Elvin. And her shot goes wide. Oh! Net violation on the Trailblazers gives the point to the Owls. So McGrew continues to serve. Back row attack. Scott. Nagel sends it forward. Elvin sends it over the net. Middle tipped over, and Garrett is there. To McGrew. She sets Elvin for the kill. That'll be her 77th kill on the season. Owls leading 15-4. And serve goes long. That's a point for the Trailblazers. Owls continuing the lead by 10 points, 15-5. Serve is over. Morrison to McGrew. Back to Elvin. And net violation on University. Owls leading 16-5. Elvin back to serve. Oh, bumped over. Scott to Morrison. Oh, Owls run through the cover. That gives a point to University. Owls holding to their 10-point lead, 16-6. Scott, McGrew, Carmichael, and for the kill. Ivy and Beach return to the lineup for the Owls, replacing Scott and Morrison. Freshman Helen Beach back to serve. Back row attack from the libero. Beach, McGrew, and ball handling error on the Owls. Gives a point to University. Owls leading 17-7. And serving error gives the service back to the Owls. Senior Khalees Garrett back to serve. with Burris leading 18-7. Ace for Garrett. That'll be her 12th of the season. Howell's now leading 2017, and with that, University takes a timeout. And we'll go to our sponsors. Prime Trust Financial Federal Credit Union, where your stories matters, offering a variety of consumer and personal financial products and services, with 3 locations in Muncie. Wendy Meyer with LuLaRoe, serving Central and Eastern Indiana, where fashion meets comfort, providing simply comfy and affordable clothing for all shapes and sizes of women. Find her at LuLaRoe, Wendy Meyer on Facebook. Star Insurance, committed to serving the needs of our community by helping people protect what matters most, both professionally and personally. That's Star Insurance in downtown Muncie. Moe's Southwest Grill. There is no I in team, but there is an I in burrito. Find them on West McGalliard in Muncie. Owls leading 20-7. Garrett continuing to serve for the Owls. Pushed over by the Trailblazers. McGrew to Ivy into the block, but for a kill. And there's another ace for Garrett. Owls leading 22-7. Another ace! That'll bring her total to 15 on the season. And I'll send it over for a point. Garrett will be back to serve for set point as the Owls lead 24-7. Back row attack. Garrett to McGrew. Carmichael. Accepts, tips over. Garrett digs it up. Ivy out of the net. McGrew sends it over. And net violation on the Trailblazers. Finishes the set as the Owls take it 25-7. We'll switch sides, and as they do that, we'll go through some more of our sponsors. Rod Cross with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. When it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Stop knocking on wood. Contact Rod for all your auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance needs. He's located on White River Boulevard. Texas Roadhouse. Legendary food, legendary service, all with lots of legendary fun. Call ahead seating at 765-282-7113. Have a little bit of Texas in Muncie. And Gaddis Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the official sponsors of the Dodge post-game report. You can find an assortment of vehicles, both new and pre-owned, at 1717 North Wheeling. Our friendly and highly knowledgeable staff is dedicated to your satisfaction at Gaddis Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Savage's Ale House, serving Savage's signature sandwiches, burgers, and beer. Find them at Facebook at Savage's Ale House or stop in at 127 North High Street, Muncie. Meeks Mortuary, serving all of Delaware County with sensitivity, compassion, and respect since 1844. Also like to thank our newest sponsor, Fred and Diana Palmer with State Farm Insurance, being a good neighbor. Central Indiana Orthopedics, specializing in joint replacement, physical medicine, and rehabilitation, pediatric orthopedics, and sports medicine. They're located at 3600 West Bethel in Muncie. Mahdi Grill, serving the best Egyptian food in Muncie. Good for groups, dine-in, take-out. Find them at Mahdi Grill on Facebook. Creek Run Environmental Engineering, taking pride in what we do with 24 years of service. Find them at creekrun.com. Once Upon a Child, kid stuff with previous experience. Recycle your children's nearly new items and get paid on the spot. Located at West McGalliard in Muncie. And as always, contact me during the broadcast at OwlsTV1 on Twitter at OwlsTV1 and follow all Burris Athletics at Burris Athletics1 on Twitter. Want to thank everyone for viewing tonight. Trailblazers will be serving first. And for the lineup, we have Ivy, Morrison, Garrett, McGrew, Scott, and Elvin. Might see some different lineups tonight as Owls will be resting some of their players because they have the Shondell Invite tomorrow, where they have 4 matches during the day, facing off against Logansport, Winchester, Evansville Memorial, and then the crossover championship match. Join us on the cube for all the excitement. There's serves over, handled by Scott. McGrew. Morrison sends the free ball over. Back row attack from the Trailblazers, handled by Scott. McGrew sends it forward. Garrett sends it over. And into the block. And the roll shot goes wide. That's a point for the Owls. Garrett back to serve for the Owls. Scott to McGrew. Morrison. And the Trailblazers pick that up and send the free ball over for the Owls. Ivy going the other direction. Another free ball. Scott sends it to McGrew. She takes it over. Sent over. McGrew, Ivy puts it down to finish the rally. Scoring the point. Owls leading 2-0. Serving error on the Owls. Gives the Trailblazers their first point. Soren Ruffberg back to serve. Scott, McGrew, Morrison, and check goes wide. Now tie us up at 2 points apiece. Garrett to McGrew, Ivy, and the check right road. Ivy sends it back over. Ivy again. Trailblazers take their first lead at 3-2. Elvin. Nobody gets there for the out. Trailblazers leading 4-2. Coach Dodge does not look pleased. Scott to McGrew. To Ivy. She put that down with some authority. Morrison back to serve. Give a shout out to Coach Morrison watching us down in Kentucky. And good luck to the Eastern Kentucky Colonels as they take on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers this weekend. And Elvin with the kill. House trailing. Oh, that ties us up at 4 points apiece. Morrison serve goes long. Gives the lead back to University at 5-4. Morrison sends it over, but it goes out of bounds. Trailblazers lead 6-4. And there's a long serve that gives service back to the Owls. Norton enters the lineup for the Owls. Ivy serves. Free ball sent over. Morrison, McGrew, Elvin with the big swing. Free ball, but it's outside the antenna. Point to the Owls. And we're tied up at 6 points apiece. Ivy serve. Tipped over into the block. Ivy to McGrew. Norton sends it over. And Josh at the net gives point to the Owls. Tipped over. Morrison. McGrew sends it over. And goes out of bounds off of the Owls. That's point to the Trailblazers. And we're all tied up at 7 points. Garrett. McGrew sets it up for back row attack from Ivy. And that's a kill. Senior Chloe McGrew back to serve. And goes long, tying us up at 8 points apiece. Morrison to McGrew. Elvin. And that's a high hit. Free ball sent over. Norton. McGrew back to Norton. She sends it back. Tipped over. And that's out of bounds. Point to the Owls as they retake the lead 9-8. And Elvin serve goes wide. Giving the point to University. And we're tied at 9. Elvin to McGrew. Garrett tips it over. And that's tipped out of bounds by University. Owls lead 10-9. My part-time statistician informs me that Owls have got 5 service errors on this set, which have led for the majority of the points for University. Service by Katie Scott, and she gets an ace. Owls leading 12-9. Serve. Another ace for Elvin. Or not. Scott. My bad. Apologize. That was Katie Scott with the ace. Oh, third ace in a row for Scott. And with that, Trailblazers take a timeout as the Owls lead 14-9. Want to thank our sponsors, Fred and Diana Palmer with State Farm Insurance, Meeks Mortuary, a family-owned and operated local business. Our staff is comprised of your neighbors and friends, with 2 locations in Delaware County. Mahdi Grill, serving authentic Egyptian grilled food for lunch, dinner, coffee, or drinks. Good for groups, dine-in, or takeout. Find them at Mahdi Grill on Facebook. Central Indiana Orthopedics, their world-class team of orthopedic experts is devoted to providing customized treatment plans focused on your goals and needs. Located in West Bethel. Owls get back on the court. Katie Scott back to serve as the Owls lead 14-9. Free ball sent over. Scott digs it up, sends it to McGrew. Morrison sends it over. And there's a tip. Point to the Owls. Owls continuing the lead. And that service goes long. Point to University. Owls leading 15-10. Oh, she
touched off the head.
Oh, there was a tip on the serve. So that's actually point to the Owls. Katie Scott continuing to serve. But there's the attack from University. Monroe. That gives them their 10th point. Owls leading 16-10. Serve goes long. Gives it back to the Owls. Chloe Scarrett will shoot it for Burris. And that goes wide. Gives a point to University. Scott. Ivy off the block for the kill. Morrison serve. Outside attack from the Trailblazers to McGrew. Elvin puts it down for another kill. Serve third on the night. Morrison continuing to serve. Owls leading 19-11. And tipped by the Trailblazers. Gives the Owls their 20th point. And serve goes long.
That makes up the 8th service error for the night for the Owls.
Morrison. Back to Morrison. Ooh, dug up by the Trailblazers. There's the roll shot. Scott sends it up to McGrew, who sends it over. There's the kill. Got color commentary by my guest broadcaster tonight, Katie Nagel. Her duties usually are setting for the JV team, but since we only have a varsity match, she's joining me tonight. Give us an opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. Texas Roadhouse with call-ahead seating at 765-282-7113. A little bit of Texas right here in Muncie. Once upon a child, they buy and sell gently used kids' clothing, shoes, toys, and baby gear, and get paid on the spot. West McGallard in Muncie. Creek Run Environmental Engineering. They take pride in what they do with 24 years of service of engineering expertise found at creekrun.com. And Doug Meyer with State Farm Insurance. Contact Doug for all your auto, home, property, and life insurance needs. Find him at dougismyagent.com. Ivy back to serve. Norton enters the lineup for the Owls. Dug up by the Trailblazers. There's the outside attack. Dug by Ivy right at the net. McGrew pushes it over. Pushed over by the Trailblazers. And it's wide. Point to the Owls. They've opened up a 10-point lead, 22-12. My associate told me that was Gabby Norton that sent it over. Elvin. Tip is not quite long enough. That gives the Trailblazers their 13th point. Oops, Trailblazers, Morrison, Magoo, Norton, and there's a kill for Norton. Owls leading 23-13. McGrew back to serve. Roll shot. And between a group of Owls. Trailblazers are continuing to serve. Garrett re-enters the lineup for the Owls. Ivy to Norton, to Elvin, and that's tipped out of bounds by the Trailblazers. Elvin will be back serving for set point as the Owls lead 24-14. Tip, pushed over. Morrison is there, sends it to McGrew. Back row attack from Ivy. Ooh! Good block. Owls cover. Garrett sends it over. And with that, Trailblazers can't return it. Owls score the point and win the second set, 25-14. Join us momentarily as we wait as the teams switch sides. We'll be back as we get ready to start the third set. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, and as always, when you stop in, make sure you tell them that you heard about it on theCUBE. And our guest commentator, Katie Nagel, tonight.
So one of our sponsors is Most Southwest Grill, offering delicious Mexican cuisine made from fresh ingredients that you'll love. There is no I in team, but there is in burrito.
Also, like to thank Barry Winkle Frozen Yogurt, located on South Tillotson Avenue, with over 50 toppings and 14 different flavors of frozen yogurt. Barry Winkle is the best place for dessert. Central Indiana Orthopedics, their world-class team of orthopedics experts, is devoted to providing customized treatment plans focused on your goals and needs at West Bethel in Muncie. Rod Cross with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Luck should have nothing to do with your coverage. Stop knocking on wood. Contact Rod for all your auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance needs. He's located at White River Boulevard in Muncie. And remember to stay tuned after the game for the official Dodge Report, sponsored by Gaddis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And in tonight's third set, we have Rosie Bracken, freshman Rosie Brackman, junior Mia Morrison, junior Mikhail Ivy, senior Khalees Garrett, freshman Annie Elvin, junior Katie Scott. Owls will have first serve here. Katie Scott will be serving. Tipped over. Garrett to Scott. Elvin pushes it over. Oh, into the block. Ivy dumps it up. Over to Morrison. Trailblazers score first in this third set. Monroe back to serve. Morrison to Garrett. To Bracken. And that's the point. Freshman Corinne Meyer enters the lineup for the Owls. She will be serving. Outside tack off the block. And that's a point for University. They now lead 2-1. Scott to Garrett to Ivy. And she slams it to the hardwood. Owls are now tied 2-2.
Soaring high, get to play.
Morrison to serve. Outside attack. Garrett knocks it up. Elvin tips it over. Oh, but it brushes the antenna on the way over. University serve, handled by Scott. There's a set from Garrett. And Ivy's attack goes long. That's point. Scott, Morrison, Elvin into the block. Elvin again. Pushed over. Morrison. Garrett. Tips over to Ivy. And Trailblazers can't return it. Gives Owls a point. Gabrielle Norton enters the lineup. Mikhail Ivy back to serve. Owls trailing 4-3 in this third set. And there's an ace for Ivy. Add to her season total, she's second on the team with 17 aces. And serving error on the Owls. Gives the service back to the Trailblazers in a point. They lead 5-4. Morrison to Garrett. Elvin. And it goes long. Point to University. lead 6-4. Morrison to Garrett to Ivy. And she put that away with some authority. Garrett back to serve. Bracken enters the lineup in the place of Meyer. Owls trailing 6-5 in this third set. Set, outside attack, off Morrison. Side out to University. Little back to serve. Morrison to Garrett. And into the block. Point for University. Now leading 8-5. Trailblazers leading 9-5. Morrison to Garrett to Elvin. Attack Ivy to Garrett to Elvin. And free balled over. Garrett to Morrison. Elvin with the shot down the line. Sent right back over by the Trailblazers. Garrett, back row attack. Well, Miami finds the middle of the defenders. That gives the point to the Owls. They continue to trail in this third set, 9-6. Alvin back to serve. Oh, another service there on the Owls. They trail 10-6. Ivy to Garrett. Back to Ivy. And that goes out. Point. Trailblazers leading, opened up a 5-point lead. Morrison to Norton. Pushed over. Garrett's there. Alvin. Back to Ivy. Off the block. And that'll stop University's run and give the service back to the Owls. Katie Scott back to serve. Outside attack. And that goes wide. Gives the point to the Owls. They trail 11-8. And making bong around by the University. Point to the Owls. Owls trying to climb back in this game as they trailed by 5 in this third set. Clipping the net. And Trailblazers can't get it over. Gives the Owls their 10th point of the set. And the ace from Scott ties us up at 11 points apiece. Short serve. Sets up a back row attack. Handled by Alvin to Garrett. Free ball sent over. Alvin to Garrett. Ivy murders the ball. Owls now lead 12-11. Tipped over. Ivy. Garrett. Morrison sends it over. Back row attack. Alvin sends it up. Garrett sets it. Brecken with the attack, but it goes wide. That ties us up at 12 points apiece. Monroe back to serve. And that goes out. Point to the Owls. Meyer re-enters the lineup for the Owls. Owls applied to a 1-point lead, 13-12. Ivy kicks it over, and contact with the net gives a point to the Owls, now leading 14-12. University can't get it over. Owls have broken out to a 3-point lead, and with that, University takes a timeout. I want to thank Wendy Meyer with LuLaRoe for being a sponsor of Burris Volleyball, providing simply comfy and affordable clothing for all shapes and sizes of women. Find her at LuLaRoe Wendy Meyer on Facebook. We have O'Neill and Associates, gaining a unique, individualized custom plan using an independent perspective with more than 15 years of dedicated personalized service. O'Neill and Associates are located at West Fox Ridge Lane in Muncie. Savage's Ale House, serving signature sandwiches, burgers, and beer. Find them at Facebook at Savage's Ale House. And Fred and Diane Palmer with State Farm Insurance. Thank you for being a sponsor of Burris Volleyball. Owls leading 15-12 in this first set. Meyer serve clips in that. And attacking error on University gives a point to the Owls. Now leading by 4. Scott digs it up. Garrett sends it back. Ivy sends it over, and a good hustle play by the team. Attack into the buck. Ivy. Point to the Owls. Now leading 17-12. Owls were down 5 points in this third set. Middle attack. Garrett to Elvin. Pushed over by the Owls. Back set. Down the line. And that'll be a side out for University. Serve. Alvin Morrison in the block, but it goes out of bounds. That's a point for the Owls. Mia Morrison back to serve. And attacking error on the Trailblazers gives the Owls their 19th point. They lead 19-13. Back row attack. Ball short. Point to the Owls, now leading 20-13. Tipped over. Meyer. Garrett sends it over. It's pushed. Dug up by Ivy. And he hammers it to the hardwood. Morrison continuing to serve to the Owls as they lead 21-13. There's an ace for Morrison. And with that, Trailblazers take their final timeout of the set. And we'll give one more quick shout out to some of our sponsors. Prime Trust Financial Federal Credit Union, the largest credit union in the Muncie area, offering a variety of consumer and personal financial products and services with locations at West Bethel, South Madison, and North Broadway. Prime Trust Financial Federal Credit Union. Mahdi Grill, serving authentic Egyptian grilled food. Good for groups, dine-in, or takeout. Find them at Mahdi Grill on Facebook. And Rod Cross with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood because we have you covered. Contact Rod for your farm, business, life, home, and auto. Located at West White River Boulevard in Muncie. Oh. Prater enters the lineup for the Owls. Plays Alvin. Morrison to serve. Another ace for Morrison. Owls leading. The Owls broken out to a 10-point lead, 23-13. Attack. Meyer to Garrett to Ivy. And attacking air on the Trailblazers. Gives the Owls their 24th point. Morrison will be back to serve for match point. Tipped over by Prater. Jousted there again by Ivy. And a double hit. Gives the Owls a 25th point. They win the set and win the match 3-0. Owls 3 matches, 3 sweeps this week. Defeating Westville, Anderson Prep, and now University. Stay tuned for a post-game Dodge report. Sponsored by Gaddis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. We'll be back momentarily with the coach. And we're here with Coach Dodge for the Dodge Report, sponsored by Gaddis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. So another sweep tonight. That's 3 for this week. How do you think?
It's good. I didn't realize that.
So just tell us a little bit about the play tonight.
Serving was a little rough at times, but we're still resting some people, and we did okay. We got a little bit behind there, and then outscored them 15-4 to come back. So I was pleased with that.
So like I say, second conference win. That puts you 3-0 in the conference.
Yep.
I haven't checked the standings, but you're probably on top. So it's probably a good.
I would imagine maybe on the other side. I'm not sure who's doing well over there.
Now you got a big day tomorrow with the Shondell invite. You're going to be facing 4 teams.
Yep.
Now.
We got Max Preps, Class 3A number 1, Evansville Memorial coming in, so that'll be a challenge. And then Logan Sport and Winchester coming in.
So facing that many teams and that many good teams, what's going to be the key to success tomorrow?
Well, part of it was what we were doing this week, just kind of resting bodies, not really stressing any of the muscles or nagging injuries. But tomorrow it's just being efficient. If we can save more energy than anybody else, we'll have more energy when we need it. Pretty simple.
Well, again, our first game starts at 9 o'clock as the Owls face off against Winchester, and it will be on the Cube, so good luck.
Come watch.
Like I say, it is at Ball Gym, a local match. Please come out and support the girls. So
tell your friends.
Thanks, Coach Dodge, and that's the Dodge Report, sponsored by Gaddis, Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge. And again, join us at 9 o'clock tomorrow for the Shondell invite.